Back to my channel. In today's reading, we are taking a look at what your highest potential is in this current timeline that you are on when you are tuning into this channel. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, you have the Ankh symbol. Pile number 2, you have the feather with the third eye. And pile number 3, you have the infinity symbol. Let me put these up closer so you can see them. Alright, those are your choices for today. Just pause the video if you need more time to meditate on which pile is speaking to you. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and I will see you all at your readings. Okay, so what you could be being asked right now is to sit in your heart space right now and just having some love and compassion to where you are right now on your journey and everything that you have come forth to, and being in your heart space and appreciating everything that you have learned along the way thus far. Pile number 1. Let's get some more information for you. Where is pile number 1 at? Currently, what is their highest potential? Their highest potential. What is pile number 1's highest potential right now? Okay, what I just heard or received was right now you have an opportunity to anchor in your higher self into the current timeline that you're on. The highest vibration. Let's see. What is pile number 1's highest potential? These just fell out my hands, that's okay. Alright, pile number 1. Okay. Pile number 1. Let's get you a crystal ally. We'll probably read from the guidebook on this because there's so much information from the crystals. Pile number 1, what is their highest potential in this current timeline? Let's get a crystal ally. Alright, and we'll get these afterwards. We'll do this one in this deck. Okay, let's see what we have so far. So we have Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture ideas and harvest the abundance. Alright. We have Golden Solar Dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. We have Earth and Air Dragon. Represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. We have Sadness. Okay, and then we have Happiness. Alright. Yeah, that's what I was picking up from in the beginning of the reading. You know, there might be a little feelings of, you know, regret or, you know, sadness about things in the past or people we've had to leave behind because you've grown and evolved out of being in a, you know, a frequency match for certain energies, and you've had to let go of some of those people in your life so that you can continue to grow and move forward into a space that they're not ready to achieve yet in their soul growth. And what I have here, it's so funny, we have sadness and happiness coming out, is to look for the good in the things that you have been through, and connecting into that heart space, and standing up for yourself and owning the power and the strength that you've had to overcome a lot of these trials and obstacles and challenges that you've had to go through in your life. And we have stay balanced, ground your visions. Yeah, try not to look too much towards the past anymore. There's nothing for you there, you know, and have some compassion for everything that you've gone through, and have compassion for those beings, those souls that can no longer exist in a relationship with you. But it's time for you to find your happiness, and it's time for you to move forward on the path and to step forward, accepting this energy of being a leader, stepping onto your soul mission, your soul path, claiming everything that is meant for you, because there's this new beginning that's filled with opportunities and abundance. It's time for you to harvest everything that you have been working for. We have intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. Yeah, follow your heart, pile number 1. And then we have the dream. Something is revealed, insight, and breakthrough. You're being guided. You're going to be receiving some information, some reprogramming in how you see things by listening to your heart, being guided to finding your happiness in this new beginning that you're stepping into, letting go of the old ways of being and seeing, and letting go of the sadness, and moving forward into this vision, this manifestation that you have, the whispers of your soul, you know, and listening to what you're being guided to, following your intuition and acting on your passions in this new phase of life that you're stepping into. Alright, so your crystal ally to work with is turquoise. Look at this image. Sort of cleansing, stabilizing, and karmic shifting. Yeah, you're going through a transformation at the moment with the dragonfly here. And you've been learning, you've been doing the hard work, you've been standing strong in your truth, in your authenticity, and you're coming into a blooming phase. We have the blueberry and we have some strawberries. So yeah, you're about to receive the fruits of all that hard work, of your inspiration. You have these thoughts that are going to be coming in, these downloads that you're going to be receiving. Just a lot of activating right now. Pile number 1. Yeah, activating all of your wisdom, and it's wisdom that's coming in from, you know, your ancient soul wisdom that you have. Let's see what this crystal also brings to you. Let me find the guidebook real quick. Okay, turquoise. We have the Divine Purifier. I am turquoise, an opaque, hydrated copper aluminum phosphate mineral, and I cleanse you. My name comes from the French word turquoise, meaning Turkish stone. I was also believed to be a stone of protection by the ancient Persians, who called me Heruzik, which translates to victory. Today, my blue-green hue is so popular that the color has been named after me. In this image, I hover over a plant floating in a dimensional portal. You have chosen this card because you want to learn how to connect with healing energies from the cosmos. I am good at that. It is believed by many ancient cultures and spiritual shamans that I have the power to open up a conduit between this dimension and others. This allows me to access a grant and gather specific information and procedures needed to heal the human body, similar to an energetic medbed. If you have attracted unbalanced energies in the past, I can help you remove them from your emotional and physical environments. This allows your chakras to spin and your moods to stabilize. 13 pieces of me appear here set in gold. 13 is the number of renewal. It is a karmic shifter. Gold represents achievement, the divine, and generosity. Get ready to allow new positive ideas, people, and places into your life and your heart. Alright, pile number 1. So you're going on a healing journey, and you may have experienced and suffered through some physical ailments that have left your body maybe in a state of debilitation, or maybe you see yourself not in the physical strength that you would like to have. And you can work with turquoise and possibly potentially this symbol even, because it does represent strength and health and protection of life and all things that are good, and it's an energy, a conduit for that divine energy of life and energy. So to work with this stone to bring more energy, this symbol to bring more energy and life and health into your physical body. And the way we do that is through cleansing our energies, cleansing our emotional bodies, cleansing our mind of the thoughts and the lower vibrations that make us feel less than or unworthy or unlovable or not good enough in some way, or the struggles that we've been through, the losses that we've suffered, things that have been a part of our journey, but they are necessary for us to grow, for us to evolve, for us to learn from these experiences, and to allow ourselves to feel sad when we feel sad, to feel angry about injustice or people crossing our boundaries and disrespecting us. These are all necessary emotions. They're there for a reason, and they are meant to be felt and not suppressed. When we suppress our emotions, we create energy blockages in the body, and water is meant to flow. Our emotions are energy that needs to be in motion. And so our feelings of how we feel things, they are an energy, and over time, when we keep suppressing energy when it's supposed to be fluid and moving, it gets very compacted and very dense, and over time it dams up other energies from being able to flow in and out. And when it gets compacted in there, that's when we start having cancer, and we start having issues with the body, our organs, our health, even our nervous system and everything like that. Things just start going on the fritz. It's when you can think of a computer, these are like viruses that infiltrate the system, and they start causing the system to short circuit. They start affecting all the other systems that are running in the program. And so that's kind of what happens when we have these negative thoughts, negative feelings, old ways of feeling, our pain, our traumas. When they get repressed, they start causing the body to malfunction. And the only way we can truly heal them is to, when we get triggered, or when a memory comes up or an emotion comes up, we allow ourselves to be human in that moment and experience the experience that we're having at the moment. And at the moment, I'm experiencing sadness over maybe the way I was treated, or the loss of a friend or a loved one, or I feel sad that I allowed myself to be treated less than I was because I didn't have high value for myself and my feelings, and I put myself on the back burner for other people. Allow yourself to feel the emotion and express the emotion, and when you do that, it allows the dam to be undammed, and the the water, the emotions, to be more fluid and flow. And the more you can do this with yourself, the more healing will come in, the healthier your body will be, the healthier your mind and your emotions will be, because they're not constantly experiencing these triggers, these memories over and over again. That's why you experience them, because they're trying to be released and let go. And the only way to do that is to sit in the feeling and allow yourself to feel what it is to feel like to be in that experience, you know? Because we can't deny that it happened. It happened. You were there, you saw it, you witnessed it, and you felt this way. And allow yourself to feel that way. And it's okay. And having acceptance over the way you feel. A lot of people try to repress sadness, and they feel more powerful standing into the rage and expressing anger and rage more than they do feeling sadness, because sadness makes them feel vulnerable and weak, like they have no power. And so they'd rather act from anger and rage, because that makes them feel like they have control. And really what that ends up doing is the rage and the anger, it starts to boil the water. It makes them, it burns them up. It makes your nervous system start firing off. Anybody who's got rheumatoid or arthritis, anyone who has a restless leg, those nerve endings and everything like that. What's another one? Maybe fibromyalgia. I think that's another one, where you just get these prickly, fiery things running, and it's like electricity is what it is. It is electricity running through the body, and it starts to short circuit the nervous system. So what you really want to do is tap back in to what the true feeling is, and the true feeling more than likely is always sadness. And sadness makes us feel vulnerable or weak in some way, and truly that is our strength. Our strength is in being vulnerable, because that is an open heart. All right, when we are vulnerable, we are opening our heart and we're exposing our truth. We're letting you in. You're letting somebody see the hurt that can be caused to your open heart. You're exposing the heart to be hurt, right? And when you have somebody who doesn't see your vulnerability or takes advantage of your vulnerability, and you allow them to hurt you, it's like stabbing a knife into the heart. And when you don't have a true companion or partner or relationship with family or friends, whoever, and they don't see your vulnerability and they just are stabbing your heart, you're being open and honest with them and telling them, your pain, your sadness, your struggles, how they hurt you perhaps, and instead of them reacting with, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't want to hurt you, and then apologizing, taking the energy back, taking responsibility for their choice of words or their choice of action, and apologizing and then correcting their behavior, you may have somebody who was, got on the defense and then started to attack you, or they tried to gaslight you out of your feelings, and that's not an accurate feeling. Sorry, you feel that way. And, or they go on to the attack. Well, you did this and you did X, Y, and Z. And when you're in relationships with people, these people are when you're in a true relationship, you want a partner who is giving that same energy and respect to you that you're giving to them. So if you're being vulnerable and you're saying, hey, I need to talk to you, and you're coming in a calm mindset because you're trying to build a connection and make it a stronger connection, so you're exposing your vulnerability to somebody and saying, this hurts my feelings, and that person should see your vulnerability, respect your vulnerability, and say, ooh, I am so sorry, I didn't mean it that way, you were absolutely right, I apologize, which means they take that energy out, they take the knife out of your heart, and they want to heal the wound so that you feel safe around them, you feel safe with your feelings around that person. And if you have the opposite of that, where somebody, you're being vulnerable and you're coming at them and saying, just the way I was speaking, hey, we need to have a talk, I need to talk to you about something, this hurt my feeling the other day when you said X, Y, and Z, or you did X, Y, and Z, and that person responds with, well, you did this and you did that, X, Y, and Z many months ago, years ago. Or they're like, oh, no, that's not how it happened. I didn't do that. And there is no accountability. even if it was misperceived, there should be a dialogue, not an attack, not a denial or anything like that. There should be communication that isn't to the level of attack and anger where it's like they're burning bridges. That isn't somebody you want to invest your time in. That's not somebody who sees your worth and sees your value. And you have to have enough respect for yourself to say, I don't want relationships that are like that, because I'm worth more. And you got to teach people how to treat you. So if you experienced any of these relationships or any of these traumatic situations, this can be in any way that you see somebody disrespecting your boundaries, disrespecting how you feel, treating you poorly. These were all teaching you how to love yourself and the type of relationships that you do want to be in. And not to look back with regret and wish that you would have done. Because we all tend to do that when, I know I have, because I'm very empathic, and I wish I would have stood up for myself many, many times to people who were just completely so disrespectful to my face. And I wish I would have defended myself a little bit more instead of giving them, an excuse for why it was okay for them to treat me that way, out of like, oh, well, they're just cranky in the morning, oh, they're always like that, they're always negative, and they can never take responsibility for their actions, or they're always late, those kinds of things. You just end up giving yourself that compassion of, I love you, you were such a kind person that you were willing to overlook their poor behavior because you love them so much, and you could see, their soul in there underneath all that damage and everything that they're struggling through. You were able to give them, your love, even when they were treating you with that same type of love. But you were learning how to set healthier boundaries for yourself. And if you weren't learning that, that's what you're being called to learn now, is to set those healthy boundaries for you and find that balance of giving and receiving love and kindness and respect in return, and demanding that same type of love and respect in return. And when you learn from your mistakes and you learn from the pain that you've gone through, your body responds to that. Your energetic system can start to function at optimal level, healthier level. Your vibration increases, therefore your health increases. So when you have these lower energies of pain and anger and rage or jealousy and fear, those are all lower vibrational energies, and they don't move as much, so they become very stagnant because they're very dense. And we are energy, everything is energy, and energy needs to be able to move and be fluid. So work on any of these energies that make you feel repressed or stuck, or in fear in any kind of way, and come into your heart and listen to your soul and your soul's wisdom and guidance. Follow your intuition, acknowledge how you feel, and work on your feelings by accepting your feelings, accepting that you have sadness, accepting that you have anger, and that it's okay to feel the way that you feel when you feel completely disrespected. But also taking accountability where you too, or you in some way, wherever you may find fault, accept ownership of where maybe you played a part, because we do play a part when we almost like get into a victim mindset when we've had people attack us, and we tolerate being treated that way. And a way you can take your power back is by acknowledging, yeah, I shouldn't have let this person treat me like crap for so long without standing up for myself. And for that, I take responsibility because I allowed it. I didn't stand up for myself. I should have used my voice more. I shouldn't have been so afraid of losing that relationship with somebody who didn't respect me and love me and work through the relationship with me. They would rather destroy it, watch me fall apart, hurt my feelings, and not even care how they hurt me. And I'm still going to sit there and say, but I love you. I love you. You treat me like crap, but I love you. I can see the good in you. But they're not acting from that level of awareness and consciousness. They're acting, their actions are going to speak louder than any words that they can say, So it's really getting in there and understanding the energy and the awareness of the person that you're with. Alright, let's see what guides are going to be working with you right now. What's their highest potential? So, I mean, what I'm seeing is your highest potential is that you're going to heal your physical health and your body by transforming your emotions and your sadness and anything that you've suffered with in the path, and it's going to be on the path, and it's going to be something that you inspire others through your journey, through this experience that you had. By healing yourself, you're going to be teaching others how to heal. You could also be somebody who has a vision of how to help heal the physical body, and you're meant to be sharing that with others, how to do the healing work. You could be somebody who is a teacher, a shaman, a guide that helps other people transform their sickness, their unhealthy habits, their traumas, their past, heal the shadow. You be somebody who helps them heal and transform and actually come to health, restoring the physical body, restoring that love and light by having more love and compassion for themselves. We have Lady Portia, overcoming limitations, karmic release, and let go of the need to be right. Yeah, it doesn't matter, who was in the wrong, even though sometimes, the ego needs to be right, it needs to have justice. Sometimes we won't see that justice. We have no clue how many times we have incarnated into these same patterns with similar people, with the same souls over and over again. What needs to happen is it just needs to be done. The cords need to be cut, all debts repaid. I've learned my lesson with this soul. I no longer need to keep reincarnating and experiencing the same dynamic over and over and over again. So thank you for the lessons. Thank you for what you've taught me. You've taught me how to love myself better. I don't need to be right. I know what my soul deserves. I'm setting these healthy boundaries, and you can expect and should expect people treating you with love, with kindness, with respect. Anybody who wants to be in a relationship with you, it's time for them to show up. They have to walk the talk, not just say the words. Their actions have to match their voice, their expression. They need to be authentic, and those deep souls, not the ones who just sit on the surface. You got to find the people who are willing to get in there and do the work. All right. Let me see a little bit more information on Lady Portia, so that might help you connect a little bit more to her energy. I believe she's the consort for another ascended being. Sorry guys, I don't know why they don't do these in alphabetical order. Okay, it should be right here. And no. Yeah, she's helping you with karmic release and releasing any attachments that you may have to certain souls, certain types of relationships that are pretty much repeating the exact same energy. You may have had several relationships that are very much alike, and your soul is wanting you to, love yourself more than to tolerate those types of relationships. So Lady Portia's name means doorway, and she is a spiritual embodiment of justice. As the twin flame of Saint Germain, I knew it, and one of the keepers of the violet flame, a divine energy that can be invoked to aid transformation. She is working closely with light workers to help them overcome lower vibrational energies and to bust through any blockages that are stopping them from doing their great work. In many incarnations upon the earth, she has often found herself in positions where she was a voice of justice and balance, and now she can help us uncover past karma and understand the patterns we may be experiencing now in order to unlock lessons and overcome setbacks. Her presence is powerful yet angelic. I love that. So she can definitely help overcome any like emotional challenge that you're experiencing right now, or any of the the ego games that they like to play. The ego always wants control, and sometimes it wants to criticize us on our choices, and what you want to do is tap into your soul, into your heart, and listen to your heart, and having that compassion about these experiences and the people that you have chosen to incarnate with, to have those karmic lessons from, and finally standing up for yourself and being done. And work with the violet flame. Just visualize a purple golden light surrounding your auric field, your whole body, almost like an egg, and visualize that like a fire, a purple fire around you with little gold sparkles. And you can invoke Lady Portia or Saint Germain or even Archangel Zedekiel. They all work with the violet flame, a transmutation and transformation, and they'll burn off, help you move these dense energies up and out of your energetic field, and bring your awareness to any trapped, stuck emotions or memories that have been suppressed, for you to help cleanse them out of your system. And remember, the way that we cleanse them is to acknowledge them, to allow ourselves to feel the way that we feel, and accept that that's how we felt through that experience. Ask for forgiveness. I forgive myself for allowing myself to be treated less than I deserve, and choosing to go through this experience, but I needed to learn how to love myself better. Forgive that person. They were the ones teaching you those harsh lessons. Give them, you want to cut that cord completely, so you're no longer tied to feeling any more emotions, any more connections to that person, because if you think about them, you're going to reconnect a cord every time you think about that situation. And if you have like an emotional reaction, if you get a surge of anger or surge of fire about that experience again, that just means that you still have to continue to allow yourself to feel the true emotion underneath the anger. Get back in and tap into your sadness about the situation. Allow yourself to feel it, and keep forgiving yourself and forgiving that person, and it starts to dissipate the energetic surge that you have about the experience and that person. And the more you can allow yourself to feel and work through it and choose that compassion every time, eventually that memory fades away. It no longer is coming up for you. It's no longer a program or a pattern for you anymore. You've done the healing work and cleansed it out of the aura, so it's no longer damming up the energetic system, and your body will regain its health again. I promise you, this is the way that it works, because you're meant to be a higher vibrational loving being that teaches others. Okay? I think that's all I have for you, pile number 1. This has been a beautiful reading, and I'm so proud of you, and congratulations on doing this work. This is the work, and it is not easy, but you deserve it. Sending you lots of love, pile number 1. Thank you so much. I hope this reading resonates with you. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Pile number 2, everyone who chose the feather with the evil eye symbol on there. And the evil eye represents, the evil stare, the evil glare, somebody, sending you negative energy or ill wishes. They're thinking about you and not really wanting to see you succeed. They're giving you that perceived stank eye. They're pretty much just thinking negative thoughts about you, and this symbol was created to absorb that negative energy so that you're not picking it up in your energetic field. And if you're not protecting yourself and visualizing a field of protection or asking for a divine protection, sometimes whenever somebody thinks negatively, or in general, if you think about somebody else, it creates an energetic cord to them. And when you're sending negative energy, this energy travels faster. And if it's a continual thing where they're thinking about you over and over and they can't get you out of their head, or they're having this argument with you in their mind, they're wishing you ill, they're not wanting to see you succeed and rise up or do good, they just are, constantly thinking negatively about you, this energy can attach itself to your field, your energetic field. So if you're not protecting yourself, this is what can occur. And sometimes when that energy builds up over time, that negative energy sits in your aura, and it can actually cause you sometimes to be sick. It can cause you to be really off balance. You can be prone to accidents. Sometimes you can just have a negative attitude, be in a negative mindset, just feel really heavy, dense, and negative, and not know where it came from. And you can experience these symptoms because somebody is not thinking highly of you and sending you ill wishes and ill thoughts. So that is some information about the evil eye. And with this symbol right here, this represents that you are being protected, divinely protected. So I want to see what the card underneath is. We have surrender. Okay. So what do we need to surrender from so that we can be divinely protected and trust that we are divinely protected? So there's something you need to let go of the control, let go of trying to steer the path ahead and where you're going, and trust that you are being divinely protected. Right, let's see what your highest potential is. Let's get some more cards and more information. Let's pile number 2's highest potential moment. Right, we have these 3 dragons. Let's get some perspective. Pile number 2, please. This divine protection. What is the highest potential? Alright, we had these cards want to come out and join us. Pile number 2, please. What is their highest potential? I'm also going to get you a crystal ally card. This is a crystal that you may want to consider working with at this time. And I'm going to read this one from the guidebook. There's a lot of information from the crystal realm that comes through these cards. Pile number 2. Okay. We have 3 different cards come out for you. Might not read all of them from the guidebook, but we'll see how it goes. See how long you're reading. Okay, let's see. You have the green gold dragon from Sirius. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual development, your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technologies. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Okay. So there's something you're meant to communicate. Let's see what else we have. Is my camera okay? Alright, what other? Pure white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty, and let your wings of light grow and expand. Wow, so you are very wise soul, pile number 2. And you are being called to share your wisdom. So for your highest potential is to be a leader of this new earth and to share your wisdom, to bring some healing energy in, to bring in some much needed energy, information, tools, healing, sacred knowledge here into the earthly plane. So it's information that comes from the higher realms. And with Orion, I'm feeling that it's it's an ascension wisdom, healing wisdom that's going to help the betterment of the planet. We have the Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. Yeah, you are somebody who is here creating the new earth. You are a leader for the new earth, sharing your wisdom, your healing techniques, your wisdom, your ancient wisdom, universal knowledge, and to share that knowledge with others. but it also requires you to stay in balance with the divine masculine and divine feminine power. But this is part of your soul mission, and it's being divinely guided and divinely protected at the moment, so that you can access this information, and you are either going to write something or communicate something. Okay, we have pain, passion. Yeah, teaching others how to take their pain, to take what they've gone through and use that to fuel their fires of what they want to create going forward. And same for you, use the pain of your past and create a new story, create one where you are creating this new earth that is more community minded, more filled with love, creating this new vision that you have for yourself, the future that you want to exist, no longer looking to the past and remaining in the past. You're letting go of the old and embracing this new and embracing your heart. Oh, we have sweetness. Yeah, surrendering to the divine feminine and nurturing and loving yourself, surrendering to the heart and following the passions of the heart, which is what New Earth is all about. Look at that, we have a lot of pink. Okay, so yeah, comfort. This is you comforting yourself, nurturing yourself, loving yourself so that you can receive this ancient wisdom. You might be receiving downloads, insight, awareness, more light codes. And all this means is that you are getting more consciously aware of who you are and the energies that are around us. Maybe your galactic origins, maybe some of you are from Sirius, maybe some of you are from Orion. A lot of you can be Lyrans, because I have a lot of alpha dragon energy and masculine energy, and from that I always feel like it's a Lyran energy, even though I know it's very feminine. But it reminds me of the tiger who is the leader, not the tiger, the lion who is the leader, who is very authentic. They are very driven to help the collective, to be in their authenticity, to roar their unique light, to share that light. What else do we have? We have amethyst. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. Yeah, this, for me, that's why I was getting that lion energy, staying true to who you are, being confident, invoking that divine masculine energy to give you the courage to be your cheerleader, to remind you of your strength and your beauty, and to bring forth this spiritual information that you're meant to share with others, and trusting yourself, nurturing yourself while you receive this information, while you integrate the past so that you can embrace the new. Yeah, and you have the sun coming in and shining light on maybe parts of the past, or just elevating your perceptions to a new awareness, a higher consciousness, a new perspective that is more balanced, where we're no longer having to battle the ego anymore. You have transcended duality and now achieving that divine mastery where you are in the heart space, unifying the divine masculine and the divine feminine. There is no more duality. And you can continue to work with the violet flame, because we have a lot of purple and gold energies to help you to cleanse out your energetic field. We have Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. Yeah, there's something that you're meant to share with the collective, and it's something that's going to come from your heart space that you're meant to anchor here onto the planet, and grounding this new earth frequency here for others to experience that ancient wisdom and reconnect to their wisdom, to soul, to source, to your divine Christ self, to our divine Christ self, to our heart space. Okay, so we've got the ruby. We'll look at these individually here because these have a lot of information. So we have the snake, so there's a lot of transformation, there's a lot of growth, especially with our divine feminine energies. We are allowing and surrendering into being nurtured and loved and seen, and allowing ourselves to be seen. We have the beast. You've been doing the work. You're part of a collective of beings that are meant to be here on the planet, helping to anchor in these higher vibrational energies, this higher love, this divine love on the planet. What else do we have? This is a particular moth. I'm not sure what type it is. We'll get more information on that. Yeah, you are being divinely protected. This mission is divinely protected. And I forget the name of this. The fleur-de-lis. I think that's what that thing is called right there. Alright, so we have ruby. We have chi, concentration, and eternal love. Ooh, I love that. Get a lot of love coming into this energy. So you're very connected to source. Alright, let's see, ruby. The Enlightened Activator. I am Star Ruby, a pinkish red variety of the mineral corundum aluminum oxide, and I increase your chi. My six-pointed star is created when tiny fibers of rutile, also known as silk, reflect light in such a way that I twinkle. This sparkling energy awakens your base chakra and improves your circulation. In this image, I hang from a botanical necklace. You have chosen this card because you want to be a better version of yourself. I can help you concentrate, enhance your self-confidence, and become downright invincible. Together, we will create a new energetic template, allowing you to step out of your old limiting ways and into a new biosuit/body. You will look the same. You will know that you have been upgraded. I will also help you with self-love. I bring light to your darkness and trigger an awakening of a part of yourself that you have suppressed in order to function in this world. If you carry trauma around with you, and who doesn't, I will talk to your inner child. I will remind you that you are not the body and your soul can never be harmed. If you find yourself exhausted because you are looping in a circle of overwork and not enough rest, I help break that pattern. Because of my deep sensual red color, I have always been considered a stone of the heart and love. Not just any love, but a strong, powerful, and committed love. Wearing me will align with the frequencies of passionate, faithful, and eternal love. If you are looking for a special mate or close confidant, I will point you in the right direction. Not surprisingly, I also activate your Kundalini energy. You may find that your creativity increases and new ideas and ways of perceiving the world pour out of you. I love that. That's awesome. So you are being asked to let go of the old so that you can embrace the new version of yourself that is meant to bring forth this beautiful vibration of healing, loving energy. And there's a lot of healing that's taking place in the inner world right now, in your inner realm, in your heart chakra, where your divine child, your soul lives. And you are being nurtured. So you're being asked to surrender to the nurturing, to being comforted, to being held by the Divine Mother, and let her help heal those wounds of the past, the things that have hurt you. And so this is definitely the root activation that we have here, and it's coming from pain and using that pain to fuel your passion. Let it be the fuel that burns so that you can become and transform this beautiful being that you're meant to share with the world. Alright, let's see what the next stone is that you might want to work with. We have ammonite, change, evolution, and personal growth. Yeah, don't be afraid to, be the leader of the pack or to own your individual uniqueness. Sometimes you need to go it alone so that you can learn who you are, so you can go within, and this is where the shamanic journeying comes in, where you go on the journey within to discover the soul, the being that you are, where you heal the inner child that is nestled within your heart. So there's patterns that are breaking for you. There's a new evolution coming in where you are evolving, you are growing into this beautiful being. Look at this. This is a third eye activation as well. So you're about to be receiving you have the potential to open that third eye so that you can connect and use your divine talents, your psychic gifts to help others. The way that you see things is unique. Ammonite, the ancient emancipator. I am Ammonite, a semi-precious stone created from living creatures, and I help to improve your breath. I'm actually an ancient mollusk that lived millions of years ago and fossilized into beautiful shapes. My coiled external shell is similar to that of a modern nautilus. In this image, my two halves sit on the bottom shelves on either side of a fetus. You have chosen this card because you need to release the past. I can help you filter out unhealthy situations that come your way through my many chambers. And because of the highly oxygenated environment I lived in, I symbolize energy, strength, and longevity. My powerful name originates from the Egyptians, who thought my shape mirrored the ram's twisted horns worn by the god Ammon. When you hold me in your hands, you can feel a connection to ancient history and possibly a past life. The cosmic energy I have absorbed for thousands of years stimulates, inspires, and motivates you. What is striking about me are my beautiful spiral formations. Spirals symbolize evolution and progression. Like me, you must go through significant changes, but these changes will be gradual. In life, while this is happening, you will easily adapt to a new and exciting timeline and version of yourself. I am not bragging, but I am known to attract good fortune and success when you wear me. In this image, I have been made into earrings. Earrings are associated with the feminine, financial stability, and your place in life. My earrings assure you that you will be noticed for the creative and hard work you have done for such a long time. I love that. I always say that, don't I love that for you, pile number 2, because this is very significant to what we were talking about and the healing energies that are coming in for you. The last one we have is Moonstone, change, mystery, and balancing cycles. Now this is more that divine feminine energy, allowing yourself to be nurtured and healed and listening into your intuition. Moonstone is a great stone to help balance out the feminine energies, especially the feminine hormones. So if there's any blockages in the sacral chakra or in the fertility area, this is a great stone to work with. It helps to bring in more fertility, helps you to balance and stabilize the emotions, tap into your intuition, get into a better flow with the rhythm and cycles of nature. And then we have the bear here, and the bear is very symbolic of the healing journey and nurturing yourself and that mothering energy. All right, so let's read from the Moonstone. Moonstone, the cosmic connector. I am Rainbow Moonstone, a potassium aluminum mineral of the orthoclase feldspar group, and I can hypnotize you with my beauty. I have a blue-white sheen caused by the presence of an optical phenomenon called, I'm going to try to say this, Aldura essence. Yeah, okay. When you touch my smooth surface, you can feel my enchantment. In this image, I appear as a tall crystal point. You have chosen this card because you want to change your luck. I can help you with that. Many believe a positive spirit inhabits me with the power to shift reality. I am also associated with the light of the moon, and I can gently illuminate and balance different emotional and physical cycles. Put me under your pillow at night, and don't be surprised if you fall into peaceful bliss. My hypnotic iridescent pearly sheen lulls you deep into my calming matrix, illuminating your feminine side and soul purpose. When using me, lucid dreaming and psychic abilities become enhanced, and you can safely uncover information about yourself that has eluded you in the past. I invite you to journey deep within your dark side. I will be there too, shining the light. Okay. Alright, that's some very synchronistic information that has a lot to go with the cards that we were reading. So I advise you to definitely, if you don't have any gemstones, we do have a gemstone that's run by me and my family. Oasis Sacred Spaces Pop-Up Rock Shop. You can find us on Facebook. We do have a website as well, but most of our sales are on our Facebook group. And we do carry these minerals if you would like to check them out. I believe the links are in the description box below, pile number 3. So this is a beautiful message about healing and surrendering into that divine feminine energy. Let me see, I might go ahead and pull you out a few messages from source real quick. Ooh, okay, this one flew out. We have step by step. Today I practice patience. I allow time to fulfill my goals. I understand the wisdom of letting go of control. I know that the true value of each situation lies in its creation rather than in its end result. Therefore, I allow my life to unfold step by step, inhabiting each moment to the fullest, knowing that my soul is forever rising higher and higher to embrace the light. Look at that, this doorway that's opening up for you, this new path. You've reached a certain level of awareness and a goal. And these beautiful new blessings that are coming to you. Ooh, wow, did y'all see that one fly across the room too? We have, I connect with heaven. Today I turn inwards and connect with the heaven within. From this place of peace, I can see that the situation I have resented is actually an ideal opportunity to work on my inner self. I understand that such experiences are necessary for my growth. Thus, I accept such situations and now live each day in serenity. Yeah, everything is teaching us a lesson, and it's something that we have chosen to learn and grow through. And tune in to your soul to be nurtured and nurture that aspect of your being, of your light. All right, last card we have achievement. Woo-hoo. As I advance on the road upward towards achievement, I discover my greatest strengths and learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company on this journey towards the light. Look at you ascending here, pile number 2. My pile number 2, that is all for today. I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest with love. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you guides for all attending this reading. I'd love to have you back for future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome pile number 3, everyone who chose the infinity symbol. This is your reading. So we have healing. Ooh. Alright, so the infinity symbol here can mean several things. It is the infinite of creation, of endings and beginnings. It's also the combination of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the merging together of the duality and the energies, constantly moving in continuous flow and cycles. It also is a symbol for abundance and prosperity, and we have healing, the card of healing. And I love that because what I see here is the chakra system. It also looks like the tree of life, and we end up having some infinity loops of these energies that are cycling through here on both sides. So there's this constant balancing of the feminine and masculine energies, the past and the future, and where they meet is in the center, in the present, and that is the gift yeah, the infinity, the infinite growth, movement. Everything is always moving, growing, even if it doesn't appear to be. I mean, we're on a big rock that is moving through space, even though we can't perceive it. We are always moving. Alright, so I'm going to get some cards. Let's get some more information. That's just what I was reading from these two and their energies together. So let's see where you are at. Pile number 3. What is your highest potential in this current timeline? Well, let me redo that because they started to get messy on me. Pile number 3. What is their highest potential on this current timeline? Pile number 3. Okay, they're doing it again. Let's redo that. I like to take jumpers, I like when the cards reveal themselves like that right there. Pile, okay. Any more messages for pile number 3? Where are they out on here? What is their highest timeline? Their highest potential in this current timeline. Alright, so we're going to work with these 3. Get you a few more decks here. Whoa. Okay. This card as well. I'm also going to get you a crystal ally card. I've done so in the previous readings, and we've read those from the guidebook because the crystals, they have a lot of wisdom. Number 3, crystal guide that they can work with right now. Alright, so you got 3. Pile number 2 received 3 as well. We're going to read these after this message here. We have Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification, self-discipline, will speed ascension and bring joy, so you can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Alright, so this is a definite ascension energy where you've activated all of the chakras, the 12 chakras, the DNA strand, and have reconnected, rebalanced the masculine and feminine within, and they are now merging into the heart space. And when they do that, there's this crystallization that starts to happen, this light, this beautiful rainbow aura that starts to surround you, and this pure white light starts to beam out of your heart chakra. So you might start receiving some downloads, some connections, and sometimes when you're going through this integration process, it does require you to stay balanced in your masculine and your feminine, and you might have some days where you don't feel good, you feel tired, you feel low energy, and that's because all this light, these light activations and everything, it can be a little bit intense sometimes. So make sure you're staying hydrated, drink lots of water, make sure you're grounding out in the earth, connecting with Mother Earth so you can ground in this higher energetic flow into the physical body. And it does require that self-discipline. And the more you can stay grounded, the more light can filter through your body, because it takes time for the mind. The mind has to be able to slow down. The body has to be able to slow down so that you can unpackage, open up these light codes. And light codes are information, they're awareness, they're data. I'm trying to think of other ways to. It's just information. It's awareness. And you have to be able to rest, to open your mind up, to open your body up, to access this new information. And sometimes it can, most times it does occur at night, because more people are more open and receptive in the evening time, because we're preparing ourselves to go to bed. So this information can occur at nighttime while you're sleeping, and in the morning you can have this new awareness, this new perception. If you're somebody who can remember your dreams, you might experience something during your dream state that you can bring forth and share with the collective in your soul tribe. Let's see what else we have. We have fire and water. Enables your life to flow with loving force, prepare for change, and to move forward quickly, expect the unexpected, and have fun. Yeah, this is that balancing energy. We have the masculine and the feminine elements right here. The light is symbolic of the fire, and it's like if you're flying too close to the sun, to the light, you can have burnout. And because there's no water to cool the energies, to move the energies, and so it can be extremely hot, very disorienting. You can be very discombobulated, very heavy, because you're just being beamed with all this light and all this information. And it takes the body, because it's so dense and heavy, it takes time for that information to like integrate into our body. So you have to take time to rest and to be open to heal if healing wanted to come through, but also to drink and hydrate. You drink lots of water. It's very important. Drink any kind of natural water you can, not this filtered, purified water. You want to try and find well water, spring water, and use that to hydrate yourself. Spend time in water if you have access to lakes or a pool or a stream, anything like that, because water helps you to integrate the energies a little bit more. And also just rest, spend some time in nature, ground these energies in, and make sure that you make time, for yourself, because this is going to be a great forward movement for you. Let's see what else we have. We have the air dragon. It helps you to rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, bring inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. Yeah, there's this elevation that's coming in for you. You're going to have more connection to your higher self, to your guides, to your soul purpose. You can be flying extremely high, having earned your wings, the wings of, they say on each one of our shoulders, we have wings, and each one, I think there's a chakra for the masculine and the feminine, one on each side, and each one represents one of our wings. So you may have earned your wings. You may have been on the ascension journey for many, many lifetimes. And this lifetime here, you are ascending, you're graduating, you have accomplished your soul mission, and now you're about to activate your dharma, your good blessings, everything that's meant to come to you, because we have play over here, and we have this beautiful energy that wants to come in for you. Your highest potential is to ascend in this lifetime, and we have evolution, earth changes, climate change, and transformation. This is wild. So you may have been experiencing some of these energies during the Lionsgate portal, is when these energies were coming in for you, because for me this card here represents the alignment of the suns that we have. We have our sun Sirius and the galactic sun, and this alignment here has brought in a lot of downloads, a lot of light to help you to transcend and transform the lower density energies. And it's almost like, for me, what I see is in all the work that you have been doing, that we've been doing at this time of the year, it's like all the data almost kind of gets collected and sent back to source. And we also then receive, it's like this communication that works both ways. So there's information of everything that you've been working through, your soul growth, all that information gets sent back to source. And then we all, through this alignment, we receive more light codes, more upgrades, more information, more access to our purpose, more access to our gifts, our talents, our memories, and our soul mission, and more access to our light body. So that's what your highest potential is getting that alignment to your higher self, and evolving and transforming into your higher self. And we have lost love, surrender, healing, and release. And we have that right underneath our healing card. So there's just be in that continual releasing. Work with the transmuting energies of the violet flame just to continue to nurture yourself and love yourself. Surrender. Don't try to control anything. Release any of the mental constructs that try to put us in a fear mind or how to control things. Like, detach from the 3D and allow things to move forward. Like, it's, what is that saying? Be in the world but not of the world. Just be in that observing mode of allowing yourself to rest and relax. Yeah, and release anybody, because I do see, you know, lost love. There may have been somebody along the path that you've had to let go of, and people who aren't in alignment with your journey anymore. And that can be sad. And allow yourself to just feel your emotions and release any emotions that are coming up that need you to just feel them and accept them, so that you can move forward and receive these beautiful energies. We have purification fire. Yeah, like I was saying, work with the fire element to help you cleanse any dense energies. Invoke that violet flame to continue transmuting any energies of sadness, pain, regret, loss. Keep releasing. Yeah, we have surrender again. Keep surrendering. And you are being protected right now as you do so. Let go of any of those fears, any of the worries about maybe I should have, or if I'd have done this. And it's really hard to, when you've had to let go of people that you love because of, you know, disagreements or betrayals, just situations that were very toxic and challenging or abusive, things like that. Surrender and try to bring your awareness to the present, but don't force anything. Just allow the energies to move through you. Let's see what else we have. And Archangel Gabriel, he is a divine messenger. So you may be receiving a lot of information. You can work with Archangel Gabriel to bring you guidance, to bring you messages from your higher self. He also works really closely with the unicorns in the unicorn realm. They're a 9th dimensional being. So they have a very open third eye, and they communicate telepathically. So you might be getting, those might be some of your blessings and your gifts as you start to activate and open up these light codes that you're going to be receiving, or that you have received. All right, let's look at your crystal allies. We have the Nandinite, adventurous, daring, and problem solver. Okay, so you're definitely a hard worker, somebody who's not afraid to do the work and dive in and do the work, and always wanting to, you know, rise above all of your struggle, to always see the good in the darkness, following your intuition, trust that you're going to be provided for. Pile number 3. I see you waiting to receive. Yeah. Let me check something. We're going to read from the guidebook now. Okay, so what we have is the Nandinite, the risk taker. I am the Nandinite, a lead vanadite chloride that belongs to the apatite group of minerals, and I help you take risk. I am used a great deal in industry because of my vanadium and lead content, and usually come in bright red and orange colors, although there are times when I am more brown, red-brown, and gray, yellow, or colorless. I am a dense, brittle mineral usually found in hexagonal crystals. In this image, I appear floating in a starry hexagonal portal. I am called the mitochondria of the universe because my energy fuels your ability to produce. I love helping you with both serious work, related work-related deadlines, as well as fun, playful events. You have chosen this card because you want to be more adventurous. I can help you. My brilliant red color is both stimulating and calming at the same time. I gently nudge you out of complacency. Allow me to awaken dormant energies, giving you the creative boost needed to do what needs to be done. Step out of old routines and habits and dare to try something you've never done before. Keep me nearby when problem solving, and I will free your mind from confining societal structures and expectations. This allows you to find and access your original blueprint or soul purpose and understand how to interpret it. Because of my lead content, I am also helpful in protecting you against radiation in your environment, especially radiation that is caused by electronics such as your phones and computers. Ooh, I like that. Definitely have one of these in your home if you do not have one. So definitely, like I was saying, you are a hard worker and you're not afraid to do the work to achieve your goals. Let's see what else we have. We have Ruby. This came out in the last pile as well. We have Chi, concentration, and eternal love. Yeah, see this? The serpent usually represents the Kundalini rising, the feminine energy, the embracing a new aspect of yourself, the shedding of the old and embracing the new. And we have a lot of, we got the bee up here and we got the ants. So you do belong to a collective of beings, working together, solving problems, healing the earth, raising the vibrations and the frequency on the planet. Yeah. Keep following your intuition. You have the sun and the moon, so both masculine and feminine energies are here in your reading with that balance, which is what I love. The Enlightened Activator. I am Star Ruby, a pinkish red variety of the mineral corundum, aluminum oxide, and I increase your chi. My six-pointed star is created when tiny fibers of root teal, also known as silk, reflect light in such a way that I twinkle. This sparkling energy awakens your base chakra and improves your circulation. In this image, I hang from a botanical necklace. You have chosen this card because you want to be a better version of yourself. I can help you concentrate, enhance your self-confidence, and become downright invincible. Together we will create a new energetic template, allowing you to step out of your old limiting ways and into a new biosuit body. You will look the same. You will know that you have been upgraded. I will also help you with self-love. I bring light to your darkness and trigger an awakening of a part of yourself that you have suppressed in order to function in this world. If you carry trauma around with you, and who doesn't, I will talk to your inner child. I will remind you that you are not your body and your soul can never be harmed. If you find yourself exhausted because you are looping in a cycle of overwork and not enough rest, I help break the pattern. Because of my deep sensual red color, I have always been considered a stone of the heart and love, not just any love, but of a strong, powerful, and committed love. Wearing me will align with the frequencies of passionate, faithful, and eternal love. If you are looking for a special mate or a close confidant, I will point you in the right direction. Not surprisingly, I also activate your Kundalini energy. You may find that your creativity increases and new ideas and ways of perceiving the world will pour over you. I think that is a beautiful message for you, pile number 3, because we were talking about the balance of the masculine and feminine energy and balancing out work and play and rest and doing and being. There has to be this balance of the energies and learning to do so. So the masculine is that fiery doing, creating, and it can be very exhausting sometimes. And the feminine is the receiving, the being, the nurturing, the resting, the taking time out, the playing, things like that. And knowing when you have the energy to move and do and create and be inspired, versus when it's time for you to rest and be open to receiving and integrating the energy some. So make sure that you're staying in the balance, right? So that you can then activate these energies in this new beginning and this beautiful being of light that you are. And you have the moonstone too. Change, mystery, and balancing cycles. Some more feminine energies. Lots of abundance and fertility coming in for you. We have change, mystery, and balancing cycles. More balance. Okay, let's read from this one. The Moonstone. The Cosmic Connector, Moonstone. I am Rainbow Moonstone, a potassium aluminum mineral of the orthoclase feldspar group, and I hypnotize you with my beauty. I have a blue-white sheen caused by the presence of an optical phenomenon called auroral essence. Sure. When you touch my smooth surface, you can feel my enchantment. In this image, I appear as a tall crystal point. You have chosen this card because you want to change your luck. I can help with that. Many believe a positive spirit inhabits me with the power to shift reality. I am also associated with the light of the moon, and I can gently illuminate and balance different emotional and physical cycles. Put me under your pillow at night and don't be surprised if you fall into beautiful bliss. My hypnotic iridescent pearly sheen lulls you deep into my calming matrix, illuminating your feminine side and soul purpose. When using me, lucid dreaming and psychic abilities become enhanced, and you can safely uncover information about yourself that has eluded you in the past. I invite you to journey deep within your dark side. I will be there too, shining the light. Okay, pile number 3. I love how synchronistic these messages have been. And you're being asked to surrender and go with the flow, because your highest potential is to gain access to your higher self and activate those energies in the present, and to find that balance of working with the masculine and feminine energies and activating your soul blueprint so that you can live out your soul purpose in the here and now. Alright, let me get some more messages for you. Messages for pile number 3 about their highest potential. Words of encouragement. Any more messages for pile number 3? Okay. So the first card says inner power. Today I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast in the face of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up, knowing that I am filled with the power of the universe. I accept and appreciate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasures of this world within me. The universe shines through me. Yeah, look at that. This diamond light that you have within your being. We have live for love. Today I put love into everything I do. It is love that gives life to all things, and I open my heart to this great power. I act gently and speak with kindness. I fill each thought with love and light. I love God and all beings everywhere. I live for love and I love myself. Isn't that beautiful? This is a heart activation here. Giving that same love that you give to others and giving that to yourself, and being open to receiving that divine love. Knowing that you're worthy of receiving that love. And then we have letting go. Today, remembering that God is within and around me, I release myself to God's hands and regain my inner peace. I know God is providing me that which is most beneficial for my soul. I know that God is sending angels to me, sending angels to help me face any difficulties that arise. I let go into God's will, knowing the best is yet to come. Look at that surrendering, and she's holding this blessing in her hand from receiving this light, receiving this piece of divine light. And you're growing into that light. Oops. Sorry, y'all, if you heard that little doggy in the background. Alright, pile number 3. I'm going to let you go. I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest with love. I'd love to have you back for future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day.